So we are playing against Team Greed, and we get to see what their deck is. Our opponent is a Karn deck. So playing against a Karn deck seems like it could be bad for us. They have their own chalices. All is dust. No wastelands. They're Golos based, but they have Eldrazi type stuff. So it's effectively like a Karn mirror. They have their own lattice. They have ley lines available to them. Ratchet Bomb. Trinispheres in the sideboard. Caracas to mess with some of our stuff. Ulamogs and an Emrakul. Okay. All right, let's go get them. Can I close this, please? There we go. And we've lost the die roll again. Haven't won one yet, although there's only been 2 of them. Although we didn't win the die rolls last night in our fun games either, so. Alright. This hand does nothing. So our opponent's chalices are going to be much better than ours. They have the ability to chalice on 0, which can hurt us. We're both planning to be like play a chalice on 1 and hurt the opponent, so those in general are going to be pretty bad here. We both are Karn decks, although I seem to be the one relying on the artifact mana. They are not an artifact mana based deck. In fact, they only have artifacts in the sideboard. Oh, they have Grim Monolith, but okay. So our opponent's going to keep 7 cards. Must be nice. So we already established Chalice of the Void is garbage. This could get me to a turn 2 Karn. Turn 1 Chalice on 0 is bad. Well, terrific. Hi, buddy. Hi, I could use a lot more help. All right, Karn can tick up on the chalice. Karn ticking up on the chalice would turn off their stuff. And let me play everything out, but I don't know if that's going to be good enough. The old turn 3 Karn, that could have been a lot sooner. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 right now. Sure. Let me just die to a reality smasher. Awesome. So, okay, right now Karn does not die because of the tick up. Sorry, Karn does not die yet. So what kind of stuff are they going to bring in? They probably bring in... Would they bring in Leyline? Sure. Okay, we need to start drawing non-lands. Did we draw 4 lands this game? I can't even tick down if I wanted to. Yeah, don't give him another powered threat, dummy. Okay, so if I don't do anything, it'd be worth 2. If I do, it'd be worth that. I feel like the screen is being moved. No? Maybe not. Three, 6, 9, 12 mana on their side. 12 mana that will go up to 18 mana. Oh, I'm sorry. It's even... Oh, fooled you. Nice thought not seer, fool. Eldrazi Temple, just in case you needed more. Okay. Okay. I like it. We've got a 6/6. So we could spin. If we spin, it shrinks the construct, though, and I don't think I want to do that yet, because they haven't done anything from their side. I mean, maybe if he's dying we spin, that might be worthwhile. They've got mana, that's for sure. One, two, three, four. I'm one short of just spinning for fun. Wow. Wow. Sure. So that's 7. I'll play that one. Ooh, nice. Nice. Nice miss. What a pile of garbage. They have literal 4, 6. They have 16, 18. Oh, I'm sorry. They've got more. They have the biggest walking ballista in the world. Wow. This is impressive. That one seems good. I'll cast that one. Okay. So yeah. Play land. Let's get a Hull Breacher. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. What I'm trying to think is, how can I set up... Nope, we got no tokens. One, two, three, 4. What can we get with that? Hey, thank you for the follow. If we were to get... What's in the sideboard? We could get a Lion's Eye Diamond and spin again. Lattice we're a little bit off of. Well, I'm just thinking, like, what... Like, they're only one card away from, like, basically drawing anything and hitting us, so... Do I want to Emery for next turn? Wish we could draw some, I don't know, better cards. 1, 2, 3. I'm short on all that other stuff. I could play that. That would give me a new one. Alright, so give myself a couple 13-13s. That should be good. Did they just draw Emrakul or a Matter Reshaper? Okay. Whew. Whew. That's why blue cards are good. Alright. Chalice out. Force of Will in seems really easy to decide. And then I would say Brazen Borrower in. Over a Bauble. I mean, if they're going to Chalice and stuff like that, like maybe it's Opal or maybe it's Bauble. Okay. Oh. So, Hull Breacher only replaces the card draw. Narset had already turned off the card draw, so that is the why we didn't get any more treasures. Narset overruled the Hull Breacher. I like how we got greedier than Team Greed. I mean, we sat there, we just drawed lands. Well, I mean, we're not greedy. We got luckier. That's it. Maybe if they were Team Lucky, it'd be more impressive, right? Okay. Turn 1, turn 2. This doesn't look good enough. I guess that's the thing is, do we lean into greedier? Do we have to lean into greedier? I guess we don't have to. Should we? Because, like, as of right now, this does, I mean, kind of nothing. They're keeping 7. I mean, this is literally first turn island go. It is a turn 2 hull breacher if that's even good. I mean, it is 4 mana. We can play stuff with this hand. We can get to an Urza. There are better hands, but I don't want to have a 7 turn into a 6 into a 5 for not, honestly no good reason. Okay, so this gives them 3 mana. Sure. What were their sideboard options? So they don't have Mind Break Trap. They have All Is Dust. That's bad. Okay, so the question here, we go attack down. We could play... No, we would need the extra blue mana. 1, 2. I was going to say, we could play Urza. We could also play Karn. Karn turns off their ability to get a Lattice. I just think for the purposes of... Once again, look at their list. Do they have Walking Ballista? They do have Walking Ballista. If I blocked and they shot him down, that's what I was picturing there. So they have access to 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 7 mana. But if they play a Mycosynth Lattice, this construct goes large. They could have all his dust. They're definitely thinking things through. I think it made more sense for me to play Urza here so that I had the bigger threat if they went for it. They are going for a sideboard card. They went with Walking Ballista. I mean, they could just play a bigger Walking Ballista overall. A 4/4. Target non-creature artifact. Okay. That appears to be an interesting take. One, two, three. We can still do all that. So if I use up 3, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 still. I wouldn't be able to play any artifacts as long as Karn is around. So now they have to shoot if they're going to shoot. So if I plus, Or do I go set up for next turn? So now I just have to clear Karn, although they could hit my Lion's Eye Diamond with their Karn, which is probably best. Yeah, that makes the most sense. That's bad news. 4, 8, 12. Yep, that's bad. Because now they turn off my Karn. Yeah, they just have more mana. So Walking Ballista could finish off, yeah, Hull Breacher here. Because otherwise we're set up to... Do I trade Urza for Ballista? No. Three. 1, 2, 3. Leave me 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have to just find... I'd have to find an artifact off Narset. No, 3. No, I need to find a blue artifact off... Or an artifact that can generate blue off Narset. Like a Lotus... Would you like a Lotus Petal? Oh, it's one short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's funny. We did. We did. Why was I thinking it was one more? I thought I had enough there. We did. Answer. We did not have enough. So with no ability to interact with their mana base, that is annoying. Yeah, let's just kill him. We gotta go fast. Gotta play fast. Combo. Yes, I would like to play first. So I can go 1, 2. That's true. But I also need I need them to not have a Karn to turn off my coding, unfortunately. Alright, so this is a turn 1 Emery, turn 2 Urza. I guess if they play a ley line, Emery seems a lot worse. Oh. So they have already mulliganed to 6, potentially deciding what to keep or if they go deeper. And the answer is they kept. We hit an echo. Okay, so one. Yeah, I can spin. So we'll play this. Keep this. So I currently have 1, 2, 3. Or I can keep this untapped. See, I can rebuy this I could also rebuy that bauble. Yeah, this seems pretty good. So do I want to put another one out there, or do I wait to want to do it with Psy? I think I wait for Psy. Because then I can play... I hope I shuffled you into no lands. I really did. So how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could Karn into... If I play Sai, I play Lotus Petal, that gives me 2 artifacts. Those 2 could pump up Karn to get Liquid Metal Coating. I think I let that happen. It takes me off a little bit of mana, but I think that's okay. That's not the card that beats me, is my thought. You know, I've got so much in play already. I just need to fight over what's going to actually matter. Karn will turn that off. Alright, so the Psy plan is no longer great. So we can turn off on their upkeep. This gets countered. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Do you have your own Karn? No, you have just a little Thought-Knot Seer. Nice. I'm just figuring out how I want to win. Kinda. Like, I'm trying to make it so that I don't... There's nothing that can slip away. I think I want to turn off land. Okay, and then they have to block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I could have just got lattice. Yeah, I was missing that. That's my fault. I was overthinking it more than anything else, I think. Just playing defense. I think it's that same thing that's happened to me before is once I feel like I feel the timer going red, and it's different to be sitting in the seat piloting as opposed to watching. I've noticed that before when I'm watching other people's streams and it seems so easy, but I don't know. There's something about it is when you're in the game, you start to focus on a couple things and you're not really processing, or at least I sometimes am not processing new information as it comes. That like I saw I see a line that I'm going to play with Karn, and so like I'm like, okay, so we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and I'm not necessarily thinking of new information. That it's like, okay, if I plus on that chalice and get rid of it, and I've thought about that, and I'm like, oh, well, instead of plussing on chalice, I'm going to do this instead, and it's just like, why don't you just go get Mycosynth Lattice? Because you can pay for it, and that's the issue. I do. Like, I'm not taking in all available information, and I don't know if that's a symptom of playing online or playing with an audience involved. Because I feel like when I'm talking through stuff, when I'm doing things like that, if I've talked about something, that seems to then be the play I'm trying to continue on. Like I've called out that I'm playing this thing. That's true. Like I need like little red robot guy to just like sit here and be like red, 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 red. I don't know. I feel like it's different when I play in person, and that's going to be like the biggest change when the world comes back to try to play Magic in person again. Because I've gotten so used to what's really going to be funny is like the first time that I go to play in person again. and I draw my opening hand, and I'm like, oh, well, this is pretty good. And like I start talking about it, my opponent's like, who are you talking to? There's nobody here. Like Truman Show. I'll be like, oh, this is a nice opening hand. What do you think? Asking our opponent what they think. Well, our opponent looks kind of like a loser, so we should be able to beat him.